Hello, 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 and welcome, my Capricorn collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to your What Do I Need to Love read for this full moon to new moon next June 2020. Doing things a little bit differently this time. If you'll bear with me, I'll explain to you what Need to Love read is. But first of all, let me introduce myself. I am your reader, Mark Angelo Lyons, Mal for short, president of DrawingTheCircle Productions, professional witch, professional intuitive, and fellow Earth sign Virgo that I am. Always glad to help a brother or sister Earth sign out. We are doing things a little differently, considering what's going on the planet globally and nationally. I live in New York. We kind of get that we need to love, right? And that's what these readings are. I was very hesitant to do readings at all this week, and the Pantheons were very clear. They're like, we're going to give you spiritual counseling in 6-card draw form. I was like, oh, so we're pulling 6 cards, 1 card from 6 different divination systems to get you clues, tips, and hints about what you need to love. Love within yourself, love within others, what you need to receive in order to experience the love that you already have. All sorts of meanings to that. Not just what you need to love, right? What do you need to love? Well, you got to open your heart. Done, right? So easier said than done. So, by the way, if you are new to my channel, please do consider liking this video, subscribing to the channel, hit the notification bell, because I am putting out content pretty much every day, or at least trying to, with the empathic burnout and all of that for everything going on planet Earth for the last few months, and then just this past week. Yikes. So please feel free to follow along and comment in the description box below, giving you the best that I can, doing what I was born to do. And that's why I'm going to ask you to remember this is a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs, which is why I'm trying to keep them brief, because also upload times are still a little on the ridiculous side depending on what time I get these done. So take a deep breath, stay in the present moment. I will do the same, and let's get you the guidance and grace that you need to love for this Need to Love read. Ready? Here we go. All the decks that I read are in the description box at the bottom. We're going to start with the Caroline Mace archetype deck, blessed and consecrated for the voices of my collective pantheons. My collective pantheons, please. Of angels, goddesses, gods, masters, and the higher selves of all involved, please. What is the dominant soul contract, the dominant soul power, the dominant archetype to be loved, that they need to love this Capricorn collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs for this full moon in Sagittarius to new moon next in Cancer, which is its opposite sign. It's of this new moon. So please, I felt that. What is it they need to love? Love being used there like the word alchemize. That's a good way to say that. What does the Capricorn collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs need to love? What archetype within them or within their environment do they need to love for June, full moon to new moon next 2020? Well, lucky you. You got the Hermit card. Well, it's not that hard to pull off nowadays unless you really have to be out there, essential working, and all that stuff. I mean, I love the Hermit archetype. I am comfortable with the Hermit archetype, though I don't have it lifelong. You get an archetype, a reason, a season, or a lifetime. I've had it for a season, a couple of seasons now since I moved to my new home. Love it, though. Virgo. 4 planets in Virgo. You bet I like my hermitage. But the shadow attribute, what it is that you are alchemizing here that you need to love, withdraws from society. I don't know why that's hard to say. Withdraws from society out of fear or negative judgments of others. Understandable, by the way. Refusing to help those in need, and that's the shadow side of the Hermit. It's locking the door. It's saying no, get out, and it's completely understandable with what we're going through on planet Earth. Trust me, I haven't left my house in months. I communicate with people, sure, I'm a communicator, but the Hermit in me really is not ready to go out there yet. The light attribute seeks solitude to focus intensely on inner life, serves personal creativity, and that's what they're suggesting here. That Capricorn, you go up on the top of your mountain if you need to, step by step. You go deliberately. The Hermit, even in the Tarot, goes voluntarily. They're not in exile, right? This is the wisdom family of archetype, by the way. 9 different families. The hermit belongs to the wisdom family. So to seek that solitude, right, even if you are hunkering down with other people, to focus intently on inner life and in a way that serves your personal creativity. I mean, for me to crank out these videos, as yin as I am, I still need that time to rest, to pray, to be inspired to do this. Otherwise, you would know it. It's like, yeah, he's saying it, but you don't feel it. You could tell. Hopefully, you can tell that I'm plugged in while I'm doing this. So the hermit archetype, it's not shocking for what we're going through right now at all. Let's find out, though, the Healing with the Angels Oracle. What is the healing angel, right? It's the Healing with the Angels Oracle, Doreen Virtue. What is the angel that's offering to help you heal with this? Breathe. You know, if soulmate contracts are about helping us heal and the angels are always here to help us heal, then they are our soulmates. It's a way of looking at it. Please, my angels, one card in clarity for the Capricorn collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What do they need? What is the healing with the angels that is available for them this full moon in Sagittarius to new moon next in Cancer, which is their opposite sign? That could be a tricky new moon for them. Please, what do they need to love, and what is the healing angel that will help them with what they need to love this June full moon to new moon next 2020 is friendship. So that's a really interesting thing. That's a really, really interesting thing. The hermit with friendship. Now, I personally can relate to that. Of course, I have friends. Social media being what it is and what I do for a living now, it's very easy for me to video chat with somebody personally as well as professionally. But for that angel to remind you, right, to say it's like you are not alone. You do have friends. And maybe to not just remind you of that, but to reignite some of that vitality, some of that love that you need to love your friends. And to remember that though you may be temporarily seeking solitude, and maybe a very long temporarily, I get it, that you are not alone and that you do have friends. And I will tell you, my friends have saved my ass a hell of a lot more than lovers ever did. In fact, a lot of my friends have saved me from the crazy of what lovers have done that saved my ass afterwards, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's lovely. Oh, so it's lovely. It just touched my heart a bit. Let's ask the goddesses what they feel about that. Let's see if they turn up. Nice deep breath, please. My goddesses, please, one card in clarity, a piece of tarot, a Daughters of the Moon tarot for the Capricorn collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What have you got for them, my goddesses, please? This full moon in Sagittarius to the new moon in Cancer, which, as we said, is their opposite sign. Might be a little tricky depending on what other planets they have there. So what have you got for them this full moon to new moon next June 2020? Three of Pentacles. Get to work. Get to work in terms of the sculpting and the molding, not necessarily the finished product. All right, the Three of Pentacles, clay woman takes the dirt beneath her feet, the soil, sculpts it into something durable eventually, right? But still in its malleable, it's changeable. Three of Pentacles is definitely, to me, a very Virgo card in the sense it is about mutable earth, easy to change, easy to shift. But you can see over here, there is a kiln, K-I-L-N, an oven where that will be fired, that pottery, and made into something durable and fixed. She's not there yet. She's still in that sculpting phase of it. So look, in terms of your own creativity, the Hermit is definitely, I mean, it says serves personal creativity to regenerate. I mean, a lot of us are going through these different stages of spiritual awakening, not understanding that like the process of transformation, transmutation, and all of that happens on such an invisible level, but we like feel the effects of it. To rest, right? To absolutely give time to integrate. And that might, and the thing is the ego is, what's wrong? Where's my energy? Why can't I? Why am I pulling back? Always wants to make it a problem so that there's something to fix or something to do, where really you're being kind of reformed right now, or at least taking this hermit time to sort of sculpt your reality a little bit more on the internal. And be friendly with that process too. I mean, the word friendship, to allow your creativity to have a friendly space within you, right? To not fire everything, not carve everything in stone, but to sort of get your fingers in the clay, get that creative stuff going. Process more than product. Thank you. Because Capricorns, you'd be very product oriented. I get it. You want to be productive. Well, what is this going to produce? It's like your relaxation, your healing. Oh, well, is there any other way we can do this? It's less fun. I don't mean it. I don't mean it, Capricorns. Although I've dated enough of you, I can say that trait might be in there. Nice deep breath, please. Although I always say I would marry a Capricorn. I would. They're trustworthy. I like trustworthy. Faux show. Nice deep breath, please. My Ascended Masters, my Ascended Masters, my Ascended Masters. Please, one card in clarity for this Capricorn collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign with this Hermit archetype. For this full moon in Sagittarius, new moon in Cancer. What have you got? That Hermit archetype with friendship, which, yes, seems a little paradoxical. I don't know if that's the right word. Ironic. I'm not sure if that's the right word, don't you think? But then that Three of Pentacles, that there is something mutable, changeable going on here. So please, can you give us, with the Chuck Spezzano Love Pack, a piece of the problem, a piece of luck, a piece of healing, or a piece of grace for the Capricorn collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs this full moon to new moon next June 2020. Please, what have you got for them, my Ascended Masters? Lovely. Lovely. You got one of the luck cards. Enjoyment. Yay, they've been dropping problem cards every reading pretty much. You got the card of enjoyment. To say that this time of hermitage, enjoy it. It is a passing thing. It's probably not for a lifetime. We're all going through it at different stages, even if we're out in the world, to just take the time necessary to pull back and heal and regenerate, right? But do keep an eye on withdrawal from society out of fear or negative judgments of others, which is rampant right now. That if you're going to do the hermit thing, go into your interior life, go into prayer, into your spirituality, into contemplation, to establish some sort of friendship, even with your own internal world, as you're sort of molding the clay here. Something highly enjoyable and something lucky. I like the suit of luck. Well, who wouldn't like this? A lucky suit. I like a lucky suit. It's my lucky suit. Let's keep going. Healing Mantra deck. Matt Kahn, the Ascended Masters, who just gave us the card of enjoyment. Let's see what your healing mantra is. Breathe. So if you're going to be in hermitage, a mantra would help, right? Not just help pass the time, but get some healing with the healing mantra. My Ascended Masters, please. One card in clarity, the perfect healing mantra for this Capricorn collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. This full moon in Sagittarius to new moon next in Cancer, their opposite sign. Please, what have you got? What is the perfect healing mantra for them? This full moon to new moon next June 2020. Please, my Ascended Masters. Creating cooperation. More gets accomplished when everyone has a role to play. There is something definitely about you doing it all on your own. And with this friendship stuff that's all in this malleability, changeable, mutable earth thing, that really can create some thing here. But you got to be willing to cooperate. With healthy boundaries, no one's saying sell the farm. Let me read this for you. Creating cooperation. I just find that so funny with the hermit archetype. Creating cooperation. More gets accomplished when everyone has a role to play. When cooperation is created, the unity of all is access to accomplish more in one moment than any one person can do alone. That makes sense, right? It's the unity consciousness working through us, but we have to allow that to create cooperation in that way. As a creator of cooperation, you are giving others the right to contribute, which only broadens the effect of collaborative expression. Once cooperation is created, all facades of competition melt away, allowing each individual to feel a renewed depth of self-worth by serving a vision greater than any degree of individual gain. It's a very, very powerful thing considering where we are on planet Earth right now, when we are as well as where. This mantra is ideal for enhancing teamwork, transforming family dynamics, and increasing inner peace. So I just find that more interesting than fascinating. I wouldn't say it's fascinating, but that you've got a hermit creating cooperation with friends, and it is it's in its initial stages, right? It's I've always said this is the Three of Pentacles for me is you have everything you need, but it ain't cake yet, right? It's like you have all the ingredients, it's just not done yet, and yet there's something enjoyable about this. Let's get your last card down. Let's absolutely ask the higher selves of all involved through the Whispers of Love Oracle. What is the Whisper of Love Oracle? The message from your higher self here. Let's spread these out. Breathe. The higher selves of all involved, please. One card in clarity, a whisper of love for the Capricorn Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. This full moon in Sagittarius to their opposite sign, new moon in Cancer, June 2020. Because the angels are talking friendship. The collective pantheon's the hermit. A little bit of a paradox there, creating cooperation, sort of bridging that with the Three of Pentacles, that mutability clay woman thing, but with enjoyment. This all feels so lovely for my Capricorns. I'm kind of happy for, I am happy for them. So please, what is the whisper of love? Any guidance or grace you would care to impart for them for this full moon to this full moon. You're not going to make it easy on me. It's Capricorn. This full moon to new moon next June 2020. There we go. You are limitless. You are limitless. Recognize this truth. You can do anything you choose to do. So by all means, use the hermit within you, the hermit archetype, to get in touch with your limitless. Go Deepak Chopra, go Eckhart Tolle, go something inside of yourself, and you will find an opening friendship within your own self and your own limitless power that of course is going to create more cooperation with others in your life, something that is enjoyable and something that you don't have to set into stone. It might be something over the next couple of weeks where you create more cooperation to get something that has to be done more for the short term, but that also allows you to kind of keep to yourself in terms of your own regenerative space and focus on your own internal life. So may the Capricorn Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs be blessed with all that they need this full moon to new moon next June 2020, that if they're hermiting, that they find the creative process in there that they can enjoy to create cooperation with the friendships in their life, discovering that they are limitless for their well-being, for the well-being of all. So mote it be. And so it is. Very easy blessing to give. And you're very easy to bless, my Capricorns. I love you so much. So again, if you feel it, please do like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit notifications if you want notifications. I'm putting out content. And feel free to comment in the comment section below. Otherwise, wishing you the very best and the very blessed of this full moon to new moon next my mountain goats. Hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.